Thank you for stopping by this morning.
I got all the time in the world now that Sheridan's chosen Antonio over me.
I can't believe it. She did that.
I always knew she had feelings for him. Never faulted her for that. It's just when she told Father Lonigan that she loved him more than me.
You know, maybe she said that because she knows how sick Antonio is.
That's what she said. I just wonder, you know.
Well, it's just like what Ethan did to me. He told Father Lonigan that he loved Gwen more than me. And now they're getting married.
And I am sorry about that. I really am, kiddo.
Well, at least you know you will eventually end up with Sheridan.
What, you mean, wait until he dies? Look, as much as I love Sheridan, there's no way I'm gonna do that. This is wrong. I just gotta face the facts, you know? I lost the woman I loved to my brother.
Antonio? Huh? Hey. What's all this?
Does it look nice? I wish I could say I prepared it myself, but you probably don't want eggs prepared by a blind man.
It's perfect.
Good. Because when I called the kitchen at the mansion, I told them I only want the best for my bride-to-be.
I can't believe you did all this.
Hey, I'm still good for a few things. Like this. And to tell you the truth, this is kind of my way of telling you that I'm sorry.
For what?
Being such a jerk to you and Louise. Listen, Sheridan, I know that in a million years you would never go behind my back and sneak around with my brother. Can you ever forgive me?
Ooh, hey, guys. What do you think of these arrangements?
Those are to die for, Mom. Although I really don't think that we'll get Fred the florist to do Charity's wedding.
No kidding. This guy's getting so hot, he's only doing celebrity weddings. Can you imagine how much he charges for those flowers?
Probably more than we could ever afford. But you know what? I think I could do a pretty good copy of some of his stuff.
Yeah.
What would you think of that, Charity?
Excuse me?
Sweetie, where are you today? It's certainly not here with us.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. Here you are trying to help me plan my wedding, and all I can do is think about the awful premonition I had last night. That my marriage could cause problems in your marriage and in Simone's parents.
Look, honey, you really shouldn't worry about your uncle and me, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. We've been through a rough spell here. But I really think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, and my parents are doing great. Charity, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, they're just as happy as any two people could ever be together.
Yeah, I want to believe you, but my premonition was so strong. And, oh, God, would I hate to think that my happiness could cause grief in anybody's lives. I think maybe Miguel and I shouldn't get married.
What?
I know what I have to do. I have to call off the wedding.
Of the one who could sing so sweet, and I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me higher. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Charity, you can't possibly mean that. Everyone knows you've always wanted to marry Miguel.
Jessica, leave her alone.
I think maybe that you should just stay out of this.
It's all right. She just wants me to do what's best. Exactly. I mean, we all know how some charities' premonitions have come true.
But you know what? I really don't think that this premonition will come true. Charity, hey. A premonition is no reason to call off your marriage to Miguel.
No.
It's not. Look, you love Miguel. And you know that the two of you are meant to be together. I mean, you still want to spend the rest of your life with him, don't you?
More than anything.
Honey, that's all that matters. Really. I mean, you know, whatever might be going on between me and Sam right now, or something that could be happening with Coach Russell and Dr. Russell, I mean, your future with Miguel has nothing to do with all of that stuff.
I want to believe you.
Oh, sweetie, please do. Because really, a marriage is either strong enough to stand up to outside attacks on its own, or it isn't. That's just the truth. Okay? What you need to concentrate on is your happiness with Miguel. Okay? And planning your big day. Come on, it needs to be perfect. You deserve that.
Thank you.
Oh, sweet.
Thank you. I feel better.
Yeah.
Okay. Hand me a magazine. Come on.
Here you go, girl.
All right.
Sheridan, I had no business accusing you and Luis of carrying on behind my back. I really am sorry.
Antonio, it's over and done with. No apology necessary.
Well, it's just that I guess losing my eyesight, well, maybe it just shook me up a little. Made me question things more than I already had been. I mean, come on, if you think about it, what's a beautiful angel like you done with a guy like me?
You can't be serious. You're an incredible man in so many ways.
Yeah, incredibly lucky to have found you. I promise you, Sheridan, I will never accuse you and Luis of doing anything like that again. I trust you two more than any other people in the whole world.
Have you taken your pills this morning?
No, not yet.
I'll get them.
I mean, I feel like $1 million when I'm with you, Sheridan. I mean, there's no prescription Dr. Russell could ever give me that can make me feel as good as I feel when I'm with you. Where are you?
Right here.
Take your pills.
You know what? You already sound like a wife. How soon do you think it'll be before we can get married anyway?
I don't.
Come on, Sheridan. I know we don't mean to rush things, and we probably don't have a lot of time, but I would be the happiest man in the world if I could die just saying that I'm your husband.
I've always been a stickler for facts. The fact is that Sheridan made a choice. It wasn't me.
It's happened, you know? To both of us.
It was always supposed to be you and Sheridan, Ethan and me, happily ever after. Amen.
I know, we just gotta let go of the fantasy. If you don't, it's just gonna hurt more. Trust me.
All I've ever wanted was Ethan. You know, all I ever dreamed of was being his wife, and without that to look forward to, there's no reason for anything.
Hey, that is not true, right? Just because Ethan decided to go with Gwen, you can't throw in the towel. Teresa, come on, you have a beautiful baby boy. Look, just find someone else.
No.
Move on.
I don't want anyone else. I will never love anyone the way that I love Ethan.
I'm not gonna argue with that. I love Sheridan. She's the one, she's the love of my life. I'm sure it's the same with you and Ethan.
Then why can't we be with them?
I guess it's just not meant to be. Hey, just because we're sad, I mean, that doesn't mean that we gotta stop living. We just gotta move on. But you're way too young. and way too beautiful, and you have way too much going for you to stop now, okay? Just find someone new. Move on with your life.
And what about you?
We're not talking about me.
No, no, not fair. You know, you can give me all this big brotherly advice, and I appreciate it. But how do you expect me to listen to you if you won't practice what you preach? If Sheridan is going to marry Antonio, why don't you find a new love yourself?
Fabulous. Wow. I'm just a little concerned that it might be a little too intricate to make before Christmas. But, yeah.
Oh, I understand. No, I'll find something simpler. Of course.
Wait, but that dress was perfect for you.
Yeah, you know, I completely agree with Jessica. I mean, the wedding day is the most important day of your life. You should have the dress you want. You know what? I will use my dress as a foundation for yours.
What?
Well, yeah, my wedding dress will give me just the start I needed. I mean, it'll be perfect. A little nip and tuck here. It will be the dress of your dreams, Charity.
Aunt Grace. It's your wedding gown. Are you sure you want to cut it up?
Yeah, Mom, that's a good question.
Well, yeah, actually, I am sure. I mean, I've never thought about it before, but this is exactly what I've been saving it for. It'll be just right.
Oh.
Hey, I didn't even hear the front door.
Well, no wonder. I mean, you look like you're a million miles away. I guess I could come back a little bit later.
No, come on in. Come on in. What's up?
I really blew it, Teresa. I lost a major tennis tournament yesterday morning.
Not the one that you were working towards for the past few weeks.
I played like a true amateur. I really embarrassed myself.
Well, I'm really sorry, but, you know, there are other matches.
No, you don't understand. It's not just about me playing a bad match or losing to someone I shouldn't have. It's about my whole future with Chad.
What are you talking about? He's not going to think less of you because you had one bad day on the court.
No, that's not what I mean. He and I had a plan. A way that we could finally tell my parents and the world that we're in love. But it all hinged on me playing well at tennis.
I don't get it.
Okay, the idea was for me to win as many matches as I could, so that my dad could see that I was on top of my game. And then Chad and I were going to come to him, you know, and say that we had just happened to have fallen in love along the way. My dad wouldn't have been able to object to anything because, you know, I'd been playing well.
Oh, I see. And now you don't have a leg to stand on.
The worst part about the whole thing is I don't know what happened to me out there. I mean, it's true. I was with Chad most of the evening the night before.
Doing what?
Being together. You know. But I didn't stay out that late. I know better than that. And I got almost the same number of hours sleep I get before any big tournament. But when I woke up in the morning, I could barely drag my body out of bed. And then when I started playing, it was like I was underwater. I was so groggy. I'm telling you, Teresa, it's the worst I've ever played.
And how did your dad take it?
The way you think. He went ballistic. He wouldn't even barely talk to me afterwards. Now, I just don't know how Chad and I are ever going to be together the way I want to, you know?
Hey, you give it some time, okay? You know, at least the two of you guys are together, even if you can't tell anyone about it.
Thank you for being so supportive. You really give me hope. I mean, if you and Ethan can be together after all the obstacles that have come your way, then I guess Chad and I can hang in there for a little while longer, you know? I mean, that's why I wanted to come and talk to you about this. I needed a dose of your never-fail optimism, no matter how cockeyed it is sometimes. But if you and Ethan are engaged and about to be married, And I guess anything is possible. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to see your ring. Let me see it.
No.
Oh, come on, honey. Let me see. Okay, right. You're upset with me because I haven't officially congratulated you yet? Okay, fine. Congratulations, Teresa. My bestest friend. Now, come on. Let me see the rock.
Did you finish yours?
Yes. It was delicious. And very thoughtful.
Come in. Who is it?
It's your brother, Luis.
Hey, Luis. Sorry I didn't order enough breakfast for you, too. Probably the least that I could have done, considering the way I acted last night. I'm sorry.
Your brother is still apologizing for accusing us of having something going on.
So am I forgiven?
Yeah, just forget it, all right? I already have.
Sheridan and I were just talking about our wedding. And well, I know I've brought this up before, Luis, but I really would like it if you and Beth would have that double wedding with Sheridan and me.
Oh, yeah. That's something that, we've got to talk about. I don't know. We should start planning that yet.
Why not? I mean, come on, Luis. If it weren't for me, you guys would have got married years ago. And Sheridan and I, we don't mind sharing the altar with you two. What do you say?
You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Maybe Luis and Beth would like to have their own ceremony. I mean, as you said, Beth has been waiting a long time for her big day.
What could be bigger than a Lopez Fitzgerald family wedding? I mean, think about it. All our friends and family would be there. They'd all give us their blessing.
Like I said, it sounds great. I just got to check with Beth first, that's all.
Oh, I have a feeling that Beth will go for it. In fact, I'm sure she would love something like that.
You don't know how much. You're wrong again, Mother. There's still hope for me and Luis.
Just when I thought you wouldn't like me anymore.
Okay, Kay, I'll bite. What did I do now?
Your wedding gown.
What?
You've been promising me since I was a little girl that that would be my dress on the day that I got married.
Sweetie, I am so sorry. I completely forgot about that. I mean, it's been ages since we've talked about it. Besides, I thought you had your own designs for a gown on your big day.
Oh, what, my dream dress that you also helped Charity steal from me? Mom, you got anything else you want to take from me today? Because, honestly, I'm really getting used to feeling like your redheaded stepchild rather than your firstborn daughter.
Okay, just stop, all right? I'm sorry. I forgot about you promising you my dress, but, really, given your feelings for me these days, I'm surprised you'd want to be anywhere near it.
It's about your feelings for me. Mom, it is not just about the dress, That is just another example of you favoring everyone else over me. If it wasn't Charity, I'm sure Jessica would be your favorite. Hell, Mom, it would be anyone but me. And I don't understand, Mom, how you could love your niece more than you love your own daughter.
Charity is my dead sister's only child. She doesn't even have her own mother around to help her with her big day, and I'm not going to apologize for trying to play that role.
That's fine. Play any role you want to, Mom. But just don't try to be my mother anymore, okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, you stopped being that a long time ago.
What is it, Teresa? Why aren't you wearing Ethan's engagement ring?
He didn't propose, Whitney. We're not getting married.
But, wait, you said that everything turned around. You told me that you and Ethan talked everything through and that he forgave you for all of your lying. And that he was on the verge of asking you to marry him.
He was. He told me that He loved me, and he was about to make it official.
What happened?
Gwen found out that she was pregnant.
By Ethan?
Yeah. And you know Ethan. You know how noble he is. He felt that he had to do the right thing.
Oh, my God. You're not saying that...
Yeah. He asked Gwen to marry him instead. So she's wearing his ring.
You poor baby. I'm so sorry.
Anybody home?
Beth, speak of the angel. Hey, you.
Hi.
We were just talking about something that concerns you, actually.
Really? What's up?
Well, remember a while back, I was talking about all of us having a double wedding. Well, Luis will not give the go-ahead until he makes sure it's okay with you.
Gosh.
You know what? Why don't we just talk about it later, huh? We're alone.
But, can't you make up your mind now, Luis? I mean, I don't mean to rush you, but it's not like we have all the time in the world, you know.
It sounds really nice. But, well, I'm not sure.
Look, if you think that you're going to be taken away from our wedding day, just forget that thought, because if anything, you're going to be adding to it. Isn't that right, Sheridan?
Yeah. Sounds lovely.
So what do you say, Beth? Ball's in your court. I think if you decide to go along with it, I think Luis will too.
I don't really know what to say. You know, it's really up to Luis.
Okay, Luis. It's up to you. So what's it gonna be?
Well, what can I say? If nobody else has a problem with it, then, well, why not?
You hear that? We're gonna have a double wedding. Where are you, Beth? I want to give you a hug.
I'm right here. Why would you say that?
What do you think? You made it clear that you intend to marry my brother. Why shouldn't I marry Beth?
You know, I've always believed in fate. But is this what's meant to be? Maybe my karma's so bad that I deserve this pain, but what did Luis ever do wrong?
Wait, you lost me.
Sheridan, she's marrying Antonio. She didn't have the heart to tell Antonio that she's really in love with Luis.
You're kidding me. All the wrong people are ending up with each other.
Well, with the exception of Miguel and Charity. But who knows what will happen to them before they walk down the aisle.
I might as well say goodbye to Chad right now.
What are you talking about?
If soulmates like you and Ethan and Luis and Sheridan can't find happiness together, then how are Chad and I gonna find our way through our messy situation? Huh? For a minute there, I actually believed that we could make it work somehow. That we could find a way to be together without upsetting my father or hurting Simone. But now I see how stupid that really is. We don't stand a chance,
No,
Teresa.
Whitney, do not give up.
How can I not? All your talk about destiny, finding the love of your life, riding off into the sunset together, I'm sorry, Teresa, but it's bunk. None of it is real. Maybe, you know, maybe there's no such thing as true love after all.
Where did I go wrong? What is that supposed to mean? Well, I obviously made a mistake somewhere to raise a child who is so self-centered and mean-spirited.
I hear this,
No, that's
Mom.
too bad, Kay. Because where do you get off resenting your own cousin? She is just a sweet girl who lost her mother in the most tragic way.
Forgive me. Okay. I forgot Charity is next in line for sainthood after Mother Teresa. How do you think her canonization's gonna go, Mom, considering she stole my boyfriend?
Miguel was your friend.
He would have been my boyfriend, Mom, if she had not come along. Miguel told me that himself. And now, she has done something so much worse. She's even taken my mother.
Sweetheart, she hasn't.
Mom, it's okay. I'm actually doing all right on my own, you know? But you would have saved us both a lot of trouble if you'd have just abandoned me on a doorstep somewhere, right? I mean, that way, I never would have had to try to believe I was actually a valued member of this family.
Okay, you are valued. I love you.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Really, all I'm trying to do is make Charity's wedding day memorable. Okay? I mean, I would think you would do that, giving everything that she's lost.
What about what I've lost?
If you're talking about me, that's your own choice. Because I am here for you. Always have been, and I still am here for you, okay?
Hey.
You know what? I don't have a lot of time to get Charity's dress together. So I'm going to do that.
Look, I know that you're upset with me, but to actually consider marrying Beth.
No, I don't know why you're so shocked. If you're going to marry Antonia, why shouldn't I marry Beth?
Because I love you. And you love me. And sad as it is, your brother doesn't have much longer to live.
Well, we don't know how much longer he's going to live. Besides, did it ever occur to you that I don't want to wait around until you're free? I would rather die myself than to count the days until my brother drops dead, okay? You made a choice, and I've made a choice of my own. I'm not putting my life on hold anymore, okay? But what? Don't look so hurt. You know, Beth and I were engaged before you came back from the dead. The only reason that I broke off with her was because I assumed that you and I were going to get back together, but since that hasn't happened, well...
So you're just trying to make up for hurting her before. That is no reason to marry someone.
Oh, okay. What is a good reason? Pity? Fear that that person's going to die? Because that's exactly why you're marrying Antonio. Well, that is, if you're giving me the straight story. And maybe his illness is a way for you to get out. A way for you to break things off with me.
Okay, come here. I really want to show you the dress I picked out for you. I think you're really gonna like it.
Well, as long as it works for you.
Tell me the truth. What do you think?
I think it's not too bad. Well, wait till you see the dresses that Charity picked out for me and Jessica. And wait until Chad sees me in it. Woo, I bet she's gonna give him some ideas about marrying me.
Oh, are you that serious already?
Of course we are. I mean, we haven't actually talked about the M word, but it's definitely on the horizon. Wait, this is the dress that I want to wear on our wedding day.
I kind of want mine to look a little more like this.
Hey, oh, yeah. Jess, you actually have to have a boyfriend before you start planning your wedding.
Yeah, well, who says I don't?
Charity?
Oh, my
just
God.
arrived for you.
Is Miguel romantic or what?
Oh, no.
It says he's counting the days with roses, and he's going to send me one every day until the best day of his life, our wedding day.
And it's signed the luckiest guy in the world. Charity, he's amazing.
I know.
Is how much he loves you.
So, what are we gonna do? Your brother is so gung-ho on having this double wedding. He's practically got the entire ceremony mapped out. I'm sorry, Luis, I didn't know how to get out of it.
Hey, it's not your fault, all right? Yes. Would have never gone this far if Sheridan had said no in the first place.
I was surprised that you actually agreed to it.
Yeah. Like I had a choice. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry that...
Oh, it's okay.
No, that's not what I meant. Come on, you have been amazing through all of this, right? And I hate it that you're in the middle of Sheridan and me.
It's all right.
Well, you don't have to worry about me taking advantage of you any more than I already have, because I'm going to find a way out of this, okay? And then you can just say good riddance to me like I know you really want to.
Well, I don't really know how you can get out of this. Antonio is obviously not going to give up this idea.
Well, I'm going to think of something. It's not like we could really go through with getting married. Hey. What are you thinking?
Oh, I'm thinking that I gave up my pride years ago when it came to you. I've never lied to you about my feelings. I loved you then, and I still love you now. I mean, that's never changed. And listen, I haven't made a big deal about it lately because I know what kind of pressure you've been under. But listen, I'm still here. And my feelings for you they're as strong as they ever were. How do you feel about me?
Oh. You know, I was very happy when we were going to get married. And then Sheridan came back, and Beth, you've been amazing. And you have been more understanding than I can imagine any woman ever being.
I just want you to be happy.
I want the same for you. And I'm sorry, because I feel like lately all I've given you is pain.
You know, I hope the man that I marry is half as romantic as Miguel.
Oh.
Hey. I know this has been rough on you, but, maybe it's for the best. I mean, once Miguel and Charity get married, you can forget about them. There's nothing you can do to break them up.
I could tell her that I slept with her husband-to-be.
Do you really think that that would get you what you want, Kay? I mean, Miguel would just be so mad at you, he'd never want to speak to you again.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably right.
If I were you, I would just get used to the fact that Miguel and Charity are going to be together forever.
Simone, I just thought I had more time, you know? Everything happened so fast.
It wouldn't matter, Kay. Miguel loves Charity. And even if you had a lifetime, he still wouldn't marry you.
When I'm with Chad, it's like anything's possible. But then I hear something like this about you and Ethan, and I know it's all just a big sham. Love is nothing but a childish fairy tale.
Whitney, please do not let what happened between Ethan and me take away your hopes and dreams. Even I'm not letting it destroy mine.
You don't really think that you're going to get Ethan back, do you?
All I know is that I refuse to stop believing in love. And I don't care what anyone says or does. Ethan and I are meant to be together. And that's that. And I'm going to have the future with the man I love. And so will you.
Teresa.
Yes, we've suffered some temporary setbacks, but that only makes us stronger. Now, I can't speak for you, but you heard it from me first. I will never, ever give up on Ethan.
I knew I could get Luis to come around. And wait till Mama finds out that our two oldest sons are gonna have a double wedding.
You know, maybe we ought to hold off telling her until we talk to Luis and Beth again.
What for? They both said yes. It's not like they weren't gonna get married already anyway. Besides, I'll feel a whole lot better knowing that I helped get them back together. Because I messed things up for them all those years ago. Another thing I'm happy about is that Luis has finally found someone that's perfect for him. Just as perfect as you are for me.
I am happy, Luis. Just being around you is all I need for that. Okay, I might as well be completely honest with you. It's not like I have much to lose anyway, right?
Go ahead.
Okay. I think that you and I would be happy together. You said it yourself, that you were looking forward to marrying me before Sheridan came back.
Where are you going with this?
Well, maybe we don't need to back out of this double wedding. I love you, and I know that your feelings for me are real, too.
Yeah, they always have been.
And plus, Sheridan's gonna marry Antonio anyway. I'm not really sure how to say this, but...
Any way you want.
Will you marry me, Luis? Will you be my husband?
Yes. Yes, I'd be honored to have you as my wife.